Hello YouTube, this is Maths and Science Help and welcome to today's video on feedback loops. We're going to be discussing negative feedback loops and positive feedback loops. Feedback loops are important in maintaining homeostasis. Homeostasis is the maintenance of a constant internal environment in order to keep the body at the optimal level. In everyday life, our body, no matter the environment that is around us, tries to stay the same in order for it to function best. Now, this is seen through temperature. Even if it's a cold night out, our body still tries to shiver and increase the temperature back up to keep it at the optimal level. This is because keeping the body at the optimal level can help its functioning and keep it at the optimal level to keep you alive. We're going to be discussing negative feedback loops first, which are usually involved more in restoring a homeostasis, whereas positive feedback loops are more involved in vigorous cycles. Now, what a negative feedback loop is, I want you guys to just think about the word negative and then remember reduces. What happens is the negative feedback loop reduces the effects of the original stimulus. Now, by stimulus, what I mean is what is sent to the brain, what we feel, right? So in temperature, we feel that it's too cold, so the negative feedback loop is to cause the body to shiver, which then again increases the temperature, and as you can see, it reduced the effects of the original stimulus. Stimulus, feeling cold, body heats up, so it reduces. Now, I'll give you a proper definition of a negative feedback loop. A negative feedback loop occurs when the response reduces the effects of the original stimulus. Now, moving on. Positive feedback loops. Positive feedback loops are associated with vigorous cycles, as I mentioned, and are actually not that common in everyday life. However, there are some types that you may not think are vigorous cycles, but do have the properties of a positive feedback loop. Now, one of them is the consumption of diuretic drinks. Right? Diuretic, what that means is it causes increased passing of urine. As you can imagine, so let's just think. You drink a diuretic liquid, let's say. You consume it. What happens is you will need to go to the toilet more often. What then, if you urinate more, what happens to your body? Water in the body. The water in the body decreases, right? Yes. So you'll want to consume more of this drink because you'll feel thirsty. The pituitary gland, the receptor for water balance, detects that there's a decrease in water and then you'll feel thirsty. So you'll drink more of this drink, but then what it actually does is it ultimately decreases the water level in the body because you'll have to go to the toilet more to urinate because it has diuretic effects. But a positive feedback loop simply is a response that enhances the effects of the original stimulus. What I mean by enhances is make greater. Now, a less convoluted example would be ripening of fruit. Let's use a mango as an example. Let's use an apple. Right? This is an apple. Now, it's on a tree, but I'm not going to draw the tree. This bit starts to ripen. What then happens is the parts around it start to ripen. More ripening until the apple is ready to be gulped up by some human or animal, actually. So that's what happens. One small stimulus, which is the ripening of fruit, causes more ripening of fruit, which then in turn causes more and more and more. So positive feedback loops actually take you further away from homeostasis when we talk about positive feedback loops regarding humans. But I just want you guys to take away from this video that negative feedback loops reduce the effects of the original stimulus, whereas positive feedback loops enhance the effects. That's all you have to remember. And then remember that negative feedback loops are more associated with homeostasis, whereas positive feedback loops take you further away from homeostasis. And we will be talking about more examples of negative feedback loops in future videos, more specifically in a video on water balance, which I may do quite soon. But other than that, that's the end of the video, guys. I hope you guys learned something new. Comment in the comment section below any questions you have regarding maths or science or anything academic, I suppose, and I will most likely answer it or make a video about it. And please like and subscribe. As you know, this is a new channel and support would be much appreciated. Thank you guys for watching. We hope to see you again. This is Maths and Science Help signing out. Goodbye.